Hey there, this is James Spear, and welcome back to Course to Chords from Zero to Pleasure. This video, we're actually going to learn how to make chords. So you should already know that a chord means a group of notes. But normally when we think of a chord, we don't think of just any group of notes. On the piano, we think of organized things on the piano, okay? In this lesson, we're going to learn about the organized kind, and we're going to go to the triad type of chord, okay? It's basically any chord you have in its most basic root form. So the basis of every chord is the scale that has the same name. So in the last video, we learned about scales. So now we know what the names of the notes are, what tetrachords are, what half steps, whole steps, flats and sharps are. We know what scales are, okay? So now we're going to use those scales and those names to find chords. Alright, so now we're on the keyboard, and let me remind you what the C scale is. Start on C, go whole step, half step, and then whole step to the next tetrachord. Whole step, half step. Excuse me. So now that is our C scale. Now, when we want to find the chord for C, we go to the C scale and we find the first note, which is C. That's why it's called C. So you find the first note. Then you find the third note, so 1, 2, 3. And then you find the fifth note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this, and this. That is the C chord. Okay, so the first, third, and fifth notes of every scale are the chord that goes with that scale. Okay, so for the D scale, the chord that is also named D, you find the D scale, and you find the first note, D, simple, easy, then the third note, then the fifth note. There you go, so we have the D chord. Now for G, just hold the scale again. The first note, third note, fifth note. First, third, fifth, right there. So there's our G chord. And you do that with every single scale if you want to find the chord. So the D scale, you find the first, third, and fifth note. I mean the D flat, forgive me, the D flat scale. And that's the D flat chord, okay? Nice and simple. Very, very simple rules for you to remember. Okay, so that is how you form any major chord. In the next video, we'll talk about how to make your chords minor or augmented or diminished, depending on what the music says. But in this video, we're just learning about major chords, and that is, you find your scale, first, third, fifth, and there is your chord. So there you go. So there you have it. Simple and easy, right? Once you know everything else, finding the chords is easy, okay? So get onto your little keyboards or whatever you got and experiment, play around, find your scales, and then find the chord that goes with it, and test yourself, see how many you can find. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.